In this video, we will discuss the 2024 compensation, benefits, and appeal options for veterans who either have or want a 90% disability rating. Hi, I'm Claire Babcock, an accredited claims agent with CCK, and I'm joined by Emma Peterson, a managing attorney at CCK.
A 90% disability rating is interesting because you get most of the top VA benefits, but you don't get some that are offered only to 100% disabled veterans. If you are severely disabled and your rating doesn't properly compensate you for your disabilities, you have options. At the end of the video, we'll look at some ways you might be able to get your rating adjusted if 90% is too low.
Great, then let's get started. Monthly compensation is the core disability benefit for ratings above 0%. For 2024, the cost of living adjustment was 3.2%, which means that veterans rated 90% disabled without any qualifying dependents will now receive $2,241.91 per month. Veterans who are significantly disabled may also get additional compensation for a dependent spouse, parent, or child. You can find charts and calculators on our website. If you require someone like your spouse to help you carry out daily activities, you may also qualify for aid in attendance, which is another source of additional monthly compensation. VA may deny you aid in attendance in claiming that you need to have one condition rated 100%, but you should know that that is not correct. That's not a requirement in the regulation or the statute.
Healthcare is another major benefit. Veterans rated as 90% disabled meet eligibility requirements for Healthcare Priority Group 1. This group includes a long list of benefits like medication and supplies, mental health care, geriatrics and extended care, medical equipment, prosthetic items and aids, dental care, nursing home placement, hearing aids, dependents health care, foreign medical care for service-connected conditions. And there are also certain situations where veterans can be reimbursed for automotive adaptive equipment, home alterations, and emergency care at non-VA facilities. One last thing we'll call out is that VA has a healthcare travel reimbursement program to compensate veterans and caregivers for mileage and other travel expenses to and from approved healthcare appointments. You need to request reimbursement online, but if you're going to a lot of long-distance appointments, this can add up.
VA also offers a burial and plot allowance. For non-service connected deaths in a VA hospital, VA will pay up to $796 towards burial and funeral expenses. If the death happened outside of a VA hospital, the allowance is $300 toward burial and funeral expenses. There's also a $796 plot internment allowance if not buried in a national cemetery. So surviving spouses of disabled veterans can qualify for burial benefits too, as long as they meet a list of requirements.
If you have a severe disability, but you aren't fully disabled, you might consider finding a more appropriate job. VA's Vocational Readiness and Employment Program provides career services like career counseling, resume development, and help finding apprenticeships. Also, you should find it easier to get a government job. The government has hiring preferences for disabled veterans, from additional points on civil service exams to the ability of managers to direct hire you.
VA also provides home loan guarantees to help veterans buy, repair, build, or keep a home. In general, VA home loans are provided by private lenders, such as banks and mortgage companies, and are just guaranteed by VA so a veteran or service member can get the most favorable terms. There's usually a fee involved, but VA waives that fee for veterans rated 90%.
One benefit only available to veterans with higher disability ratings is Concurrent Retired and Disability Pay, or CRDP. Without CRDP, veterans' VA compensation is subtracted from their retired pay to avoid double dipping. This subtracted pay is called a VA waiver or VA offset. But CRDP eliminates the VA offset, which means the veteran can receive the full amount of both types of compensation. To be eligible for CRDP, veterans must be receiving retired pay and VA disability compensation. They must be a 20-year retiree, and they have to have service-connected conditions rated at 50% or higher.
Veterans can also qualify for benefits offered through their state, not just VA. So, what kinds of state-sponsored benefits could veterans qualify for?
So some states offer really significant support for veterans. The programs differ by state, but here are some examples: educational discounts, tax exemptions, housing programs, waiver of fees like tolls, parking, hunting permits, business licenses, and so on. If you're just starting to research state benefits, you might want to check out our website. We've collected lists of some of the most popular programs on our blog.
So, before we wrap up, let's talk about what to do if you aren't satisfied with your rating. I'll start by saying don't be discouraged if you received an unfavorable decision on your initial disability claim. VA is an enormous bureaucracy with a serious backlog of cases, and they frequently make decisions based on minor issues. And it's also completely valid for your rating to change over time or for you to develop secondary conditions or complications. And these are good reasons to revisit and seek a higher disability rating.
Mhm. So, here are some ways to do that. First, if you've got a rating like 90%, you might be a candidate for total disability based on individual unemployability, otherwise known as TDIU or individual unemployability. If a veteran's service connected conditions prevent them from obtaining or maintaining substantially gainful employment, they may be eligible for monthly VA compensation equal to the 100% rate. There are several requirements for TDIU, but if you qualify for a 90% rating, you meet the most critical prerequisites.
Another way to deal with an unfavorable rating is to file an appeal. So you have 1 year from the date of VA's initial rating decision to file an appeal.
A third option is to request an increased rating. You may file an increased rating claim if you're already service connected for a condition and feel as though it's worsened.
If you have developed another condition as a result of an existing service connected disability, you can apply for secondary service connected benefits. So, for example, you may develop arthritis because of a service connected knee injury. A secondary disability can increase your combined disability rating as a whole.
If any of these situations apply to you, consider asking us for a free case evaluation. Just remember that timing can be highly sensitive with appeals, so please contact us as soon as possible.
We have a whole video dedicated specifically to getting from 90 to 100% disability rating, so you can look for that on our channel as well. And that's all we have for today. Please like this video if you found it helpful and subscribe to our channel for more news and resources. Take care.